What's up, y'all? It's your boy Goggles back with another video. Do me a favor, if you're watching right now, please subscribe and like. Hit that button right now, please. So right now I want to talk about, for one player, I want to talk about Nikola Jokic. Many of you probably don't know him. He's an NBA player, a center for the Denver Nuggets. And I basically want to speak about him and Devin Booker on how they might be superstar or all-stars in the next coming up years, especially Devin Booker. But Nikola Jokic, most people do not know about him. But Nikola Jokic is a center for the Denver Nuggets, and he's a tremendous player. He's not very much of an athlete as far as, like, cutting through the lane and dunking on people, but he's a very finesse player, and he's just phenomenal in my opinion. And so I'm gonna play a little some highlights right now of him. Some highlights when this previous season. And honestly, as you can see, this guy is really he really is big, and then his passing is impeccable. I mean, to be able to pass the ball as well as he does is unbelievable. I mean, behind his head, everywhere, and he can shoot the ball as well. I find that very, very great to have a versatile player that can go out there and put on a crazy performance. I mean, look at this. Like, those type of passes you just don't see big men do in this age. But the main thing, he went from 10 points to, I believe, 16 or 17 points this season from the season ago. And, his ability to score in the post, outside, and in the mid-range is great. I mean, he can play. He can go from each level and up. He cannot dunk on people most of the time. He doesn't really dunk. He really just lays the ball up, even if he's under the rim. If he dunks the ball, it's mainly like he's wide open, nobody's around him. But his ability to watch the floor and see what's going on in his vision is crazy. I mean, like I said, these passes he's throwing is just, you don't see that from most big men. I mean, in his rebounding, he gets, I believe, 10 rebounds a game. That could be better. I believe that his weakness will probably be, he plays good defense. He plays good defense, but his ability to, get in the air, jump, and all that, his athleticism is the only thing that brings him down. I mean, if he was able to, slim down a little bit and get more athletic, I believe that he would be a very, very, very prominent player. And the Denver Nuggets, they also have a great team, and they have Jamal Murray, Gary Harris, and now they added Paul Millsap. I believe that they could be one of those teams that could make an impact in the West, and not necessarily compete with the Warriors like on a high level, but at least be able to. And honestly, they actually can compete with the Warriors. They actually beat them this year, I believe. But I would think that they would be able to compete in the West and get to the playoffs and make a run for the finals if possible. But yeah, like Nikola Jokic is a great player, and I believe he should. I think it was Giannis Antetokounmpo that won Most Improved Player. I thought it would be between Nikola Jokic and Giannis. Those are my two favorite. But like I said, Nikola Jokic is just a great player to have, and he could really be an all-star someday, even a superstar, if he can continue to develop his game and, like I said, slim down a little bit, or get a little bit more athletic. That will make him more deadlier, because he's really not a player that dunks on you, but he has good footwork. His post shots are great, and like I said, his passing is crazy. I saw one highlight of him one time, and he came down the court dribbling the ball, and there was another highlight where he came down dribbling and he caught the ball and spent like a point guard, a spin move like a real point guard. And when I saw that, I was like, this guy is crazy. This is a center. He is a center. He's fat, dribbling the ball and spinning like a real point guard. When I saw that highlight, I was like, wow, like, where does this guy come from? But he, in the first season he played, he did not play. He was played on the bench. He played, but I believe he averaged 10 points. But he wasn't really effective. Actually, I think he averaged like 6 points if I'm correct. I don't know. I know he really didn't play though. So that's mainly the reason why he was a finalist for the what's it called? Most developed player, most improved player. But yeah, Nikola Jokic, like I said, I believe that he could become an all-star in the next few years, maybe, if he can continue, like I said, to develop his game, develop more and more, get better and better, and then increase his athleticism just a little bit. Just at least getting the rebounds that you have to go after, you have to jump after. But yeah, as of now, he's doing great, and I believe that someday that he can be a superstar. Honestly, if he becomes an all-star, I believe he can become a superstar. Reminds me of Marc Gasol. kind of, you know, being able to throw up those like I said, these crazy circus shots, kind of, and then his he can pass and he can shoot the ball as well. I believe he can shoot better than Marc Gasol. And next, here we have Devin Booker. A lot of people, I'm sure, if you watch basketball, you should know Devin Booker. Youngest player, I believe, to score 70 points. His second year. And he was a rookie last year. I believe he averaged 13 points and then emerged in his sophomore year and averaged 22 points a game. Devin Booker is no joke at all. This guy is amazing, and his ability to score, they compare him to Kobe Bryant as far as his Mamba mentality, but like I said, like, dude, Devin Booker is just, he's too young to be doing what he's doing. Can shoot the ball, like that's his main. He's just a shooter. And then, but it's crazy because when he played with Kentucky, he was mainly just somebody that just stood in the corner and just shot the ball. But now you see him, he's dribbling the ball, pulling up, you know, taking people off the dribble. Those are the things that he developed in the NBA, which is great for him. But you know, it's good that he didn't have those things in college, because he probably wouldn't be doing what he's doing now. But yeah, played against I believe Jay Crowder in the Boston Celtics. How he scored 70 points. And if you playing, Jay Crowder is a pretty good defender. I mean, he's the player that has to guard LeBron James. If the Boston Celtics play the Cavs, he's the player that guards LeBron James. So his defense is pretty good. And I mean, of course, he's not stopping LeBron James, but his defense is enough to at least you know make it tough for him. But Jay Crowder, 70 points on your head. Come on, and Devin Booker, his second year in the league. I mean, and he's 6'6". That's the thing. He's the same height as Kobe Bryant, shooting guard. Not necessarily a post-up player. I wouldn't say he's at that moment yet. He can do it, as you see right here, but that's not one of his specialties. But yeah, I believe he wasn't an all-star, of course. He's pretty young, and his defense, his defense is probably the thing that he could probably get better at. Not saying it's just terrible, but his scoring obviously makes up for his defensive lack, the things he lacks in defense. One thing he could get better on offensively is his handles. I believe if he could, make it easier for him sometimes, get past somebody easier. But I mean, really, he has everything that he needs. Honestly, the only other thing I see as far as him scoring would be developing that post game. If he develops that post game like Kobe Bryant, he will be one of the most. He would be just like Kyrie as far as having that ability to score at will. Like nobody can stop you at all. Kyrie oh my goodness, did y'all see this? Did y'all just see that? Oh my goodness. But his ability to shoot the ball is crazy. And I looked at the stats. He averaged, I believe, 1.9 threes made, 2 threes a game, and 2 threes made a game, and then 5 attempted. I don't know if he. I don't know where that's coming from. That sounds weird. Just for him to average 22 points, and I know obviously that's he made he had a lot of big games during the season. One against the Mavs, one against the Celtics, obviously, and others. But Devin Booker, honestly, I didn't see this out of him when he was playing with Kentucky, and he just exploded when he this second season he exploded. I always knew he had a shot on him, but honestly, when people from the Celtics, the people that come from the Celtics, Kentucky, from Kentucky, he was a great player at Kentucky, but I didn't think that he was good enough to play in the NBA as good as he could be at that moment. But he's developed well into a great player, and I believe, like I said, he could become an all-star one day, and potentially a superstar if he can get the tools he needs to make his team a little bit better. Because you can't be a superstar if your team is trash for real, unless you just really doing your thing, like out here scoring 30 points a game. But unbelievable scorer, cannot be stopped. Honestly, is like I said, defense is probably his only thing that he lacks as far as being well at. If he could, increase his defense, oh my goodness. If like Kobe wasn't the best defensive player, but when it came time, he could play some defense, and he was not afraid to play some defense. So I believe if Devin Booker can make his defense a little bit better, get better as far as wanting to guard people when he needs to be able to guard people. Not saying that he doesn't, but improving that aspect of his game, he would be a tremendous player in the league. I would say his all-star, when he becomes an all-star, will be it's got to be at least 3 years from now. At least 3 years from now, he's got to be an all-star. just if he continues to play like he's doing and improving, he's gotta be an All-Star in 3 years. Superstar, I believe he becomes a superstar when his team makes the playoffs. If he can get another player, if he can make the playoffs, I believe that he can become a superstar, which I don't know when that'll be. And honestly, if he continues to improve like this, he can become a superstar by himself. He can become a superstar by himself just because his his value is so big, and as far as him scoring the ball and being able to make your team better and be in the game with other teams, as long as you can make up for the defense that he may not be able to give you. But if the team can play enough defense and giving his scoring, that team will be a pretty good team, and it can compete at a high level with other teams. But yeah, like I said, guys, Nikola Jokic and Devin Booker, those are potential all-stars in at least 2 or 3 years, and potential superstars if they can, improve at a high rate and continue to do the things that they're doing. So it's your boy Goggles, y'all. Please, like I said, like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what y'all think about this, and I'll catch y'all later.